Yo, what's up, everybody? I am Duncan Gaming. That's right, everyone. Me doing Total Drama, and then, of course, doing Team Fortress 2. Yeah, pretty much with those kind of amazing contents I do every time. So, anyways, my name is Duncan Gaming, and I actually wanted to say, by the way, is before we start on with the video, is like I said, no, I do not own any of the no commentary, and pretty much most likely the Pac-Man, and then, of course, Angry Birds. Like I said again, I don't own any of that. I'm just saying is that I'm here to actually make a story and have an explanation. So, as in for this story I'm about to explain, by the way, is like I said, I do not own pretty much like anything else. As I said again, is that again, I actually just want to be telling the story exactly, about my third channel that was poofed away, known to be from YouTube exactly, which I'm actually wanting to be clear and coming to be this honest. And also just remember that yes, the app was already dead. That was Angry Birds Go and Angry Birds Epic, which I mean, do I still kind of blame them for them doing that? Yes, I kind of still do blame them a little bit, but I'm just saying again, it's just that, come on, like, yeah, I'm just saying is I don't blame, like, pretty much considering why they would even still do it, but I'm just saying again, I really am gonna say again, it's just like, it is what it is, and I am just gonna say like most people say it every day. It's just saying is, it is what it is, like every single part of the time. So, as I do say, everybody, is I hope you guys understand is that, well, it's going to be a hard story to explain, just get everything to be explained, for me talking about this exactly on my gaming channel, on my Duncan Gaming channel. So I'm just going to explain most through the way as we get along with it. So anyway, guys, I'm going to tell you the story just now. Is that, well, here's the story. Is that, well, my third channel, well, I actually have been thinking for so long that, since back in 2018, I actually did wanted to tell you all is that, well, before I started making my third channel that was the Angry Birds, I thought I was saying was like, you know what? Maybe I should do Angry Birds content. Like maybe I should do Angry Birds plush content for once in a time. And then after when I did that, I said was like, oh, why the heck not? I mean, why could I actually come up with my own ideas? So I'm gonna say is, you know what? Let's do have it. I mean, let's just put that habit on the table. And then I did. So, as I was also going to say, by the way, after like a couple of more other years later, during like 2018 all the way to 2023, which let's just say it was on the deadline exactly, which was also completely added to be like, I don't know, I'm just saying again, it's just like, it's just very sad, actually. Like, seriously, like, impersonation? Like, come on now. Like, I've literally voiced the Angry Birds characters on my own characters on my third channel. Like, how do you think I'm impersonating it? Like, no, I'm not even impersonating it. Like, if I were to impersonate it, like, people would say oh, you can't impersonate a police officer. Which that's already true. I mean, if you can do by your own voice of of an actual thing, that would have been different. But I'm saying in the matter of my own story is like, come on, like people always have been voicing characters ever since. Like you don't see many plush tubers having their own reactions by saying is like, by saying it what's so fair about like doing voicing exactly. Like, come on. Like that's the one thing that I want to be concerned about. So, I mean, has been my very first time that this just really even happened with me exactly about my third channel just being gone. Like, it's just like, I mean, it's literally my childhood. I mean, I grew up watching the Angry Birds. Like, I seriously had grew up watching the Angry Birds. Like, I mean, I don't blame Ruffio or most likely their company name, which I don't actually hate their name, but I'm only am saying that there are similarities at different times whenever I say is like, I may have to agree or disapprove from whatever I'm gonna say exactly, but all I'm just saying is that, like, bruh, I literally grew up watching the Angry Birds, also Angry Birds cartoons, which I did say again is that like here's one thing that people would have been more interested if YouTube were to do something. I mean, one, YouTube could have literally just gave me like one copyright strike or whatever, or again, like seriously, like just give me like a warning or something. Like I don't know. Like all I'm just saying by the way is like it's so weird, actually. Like they would even like do that exactly. It's just so weird when they even do that. It's weird. Like they won't even give you any warnings. Like That's so weird, bruh. And it's like, I never even done anything wrong. Like, what did I do so wrong that I actually pissed somebody off exactly on my third channel? I mean, tell me, who even thinks that my third channel sucks? Which, no, it didn't suck. All I said is that I literally do the best things I could. Like, the only thing I would say exactly is that my third channel had nothing to do with impersonation. Like, again, all I have said before, time and time again, like in a different example and matter, is that, like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I really am just saying it's just so stupid and so disappointing that I really, 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 really didn't do no wrong on any other occasion. Like, I've seriously said again, time and time again, is that, like, all I've said is that I just prefer having some fun on my third channel before, most things would have gone down the steep. But all I'm just saying is, like, it's just so unfair. Like, my third channel was literally going to be at a 500 subscriber special, which I was literally going to be happy for once and again. But what did this come to? It come to a big slap to the face. Which, come on, YouTube. Which, I mean, I literally already had cared about the third channel as it has. Like, I mean, what's next? My second channel going to go down again? Which it still isn't going down anyway, which I said my second channel has already still improved the way how it's still dead exactly, which I've said in time and time again. It's just like, come on, man. Like, just come on. And also, I actually did want to say, by the way, on this thing to me to say exactly is about, like, it was completely in error. As I've already said that yes, it was already an error, but also, how many times was it not listening? Oh, literally 4 times after the appeal keeps on, like, getting rejected. Like, I don't get why that this is just, like, barely the most unfair thing that I've ever seen. Like, this actually never happened to me like one time. Actually, this never even happens to me like the one time thing. That actually breaks my heart exactly. For, like, seriously, my third channel had nothing to go on against. Like, nothing had to spark on about, like, or bark about anything. Like, I'm just saying is that, like, my Angry Birds, or should I say the Angry Birds for general, is that the Angry Birds were literally my childhood. Seriously, it was just my childhood. Like, I literally cared about how long that I want to do the voice acting of those characters. Even heck, I would even do a grandpa impression of the Foreman pig. That's what my favorite character was also to be as a pig, which, trust me, I've always liked pretty much on the pigs team other than the birds. But for me, all I'm just saying is, like, wow. I mean, what is going to be another point turn that I might have to move to somewhere on another site? I mean, there's literally no other point ways how I'm going to explain most detailed and stupid thing I would have to ever explain about. But again, I'm not going to, like, consider focusing on that idea. But like I said, I'm still thinking about on a different matter if that is the case anyway. Which I've always been trying to say this again is that, like, my third channel had nothing to do to hurt any people or anybody on the platform of itself, which I actually wanted to say is that on the subscriber goal, exactly, what did the subscriber goal end up in? Oh, I don't know. It ended up in 487 subscribers. That's what it was literally ended up on. Which, yes, that's what the subscriber goal was ended in. That was in, like, 487 subscribers, which had so many close things to reach for 500. But of course, YouTube didn't really want to actually just want me to celebrate that 500. Again, I'm not trying to, like, criticize too many times exactly, but I'm just saying that there's different boundaries, as I was also wanting to do, is to just celebrate that 500 subscriber goal. And I've still always yet again appreciated the characters that I've voiced for that long, that I've voiced for the third channel to do so well and impressive. Even heck, the Angry Birds fans, or should I say my third channel's fans, still like the content I still made today of making a lot of plush videos. I had was like 2 seasons of that channel, or even 3, which I don't know if I had 2 or 3, but I still had 2 seasons on my third channel. That's what I was doing until the time being, considering back all the way from 2018 or originally from the 2020s. But like I said again, Really, I made like 2 seasons and they were a good smack in a good way and a possibility, which I said again, even though I did invite Pac-Man and pretty much like the Red Shadow, Inky, and Pinky, and if you guys don't understand about the Red Shadow, is that yes, the only thing why I named him the Red Shadow, known as Blinky, well, I just wanted to be coming up something very like shadow like, a red shadow like type, something that is more creative idea in general. But like I said again, I've just said before is that, I literally invited Pac-Man and the ghosts to pretty much be in the season. And then for like the Angry Birds Star Wars version, oh yeah, I did invite Darth Vader King Pig and Stormtrooper Guard Pig to be on that third channel because, well, it would actually bring more intentions for people to enjoy my seasons. But all I've said exactly was just having like the best fun of all time when, when things didn't suck. But now when we're even on this point exactly, is that, well, I actually just want to let you guys know, and please remember, if anybody has been an Angry Birds fan, like, literally like a third channel fan of mine, like, say is like, my third channel exactly, like if anybody has actually told me like what originally was joined in exactly in YouTube, like please tell me in the comments if anybody has told me, like, like who actually remembers that my third channel was created in, on YouTube. Like tell me on that date number, even if it's not there, then please remember what it was back on. Like remember, it was only in the 2018s or 19s that it was originally made on YouTube exactly. And then, as in for the explanation of me explaining about, like, me talking about the gender bent, well, listen, I actually want to be dishonest to let you all know is like, listen, the reason why I said is that, I wanted something different. I'm just saying is I can't do that Matelta impression because, it will hurt my lungs or just hurts my throat exactly to do a lot more with it because it's not like I'm in pain or anything. It's just that I just don't like doing the voice of it. It's just like I don't like do the voice of it because it just like kind of sounds a little different because I just can't do it because I think I might have to get like a female to do it, which I don't know if I could find anybody who could do that impression, but I'm saying again, it's just like, bruh, my voice literally hurts from that voice, which I don't do that voice exactly. I only just do the gender bent. And also, here's a reason why I've also made it that explanation to be that way for the gender bent is that, listen, gender bents mean is that there are different versions of the character that's also swapped and swapped. Like, let's just say that the female has been swapped to a guy, and then a guy has been swapped to a girl. I'm just saying it's a different alternative number by saying is like the gender bends. I'm just saying is that like, what I've decided on was pretty much with another name I said was that, let's go with saying is the white bird. And the reason why I actually come up with the name called White Bird, that's also a gender bent version of Matilda, is why did I come up with that voice? Is that, well, let's just say that Whitebird is just supposed to be gay. Whitebird is supposed to be gay. So the reason why that was going to be exactly is because, well, let's just say it's just a male version of Matilda. I'm saying is that, like, it's not the female version of Matilda. I'm saying it's a different name. Put it into a different respect. And all amount of different odds. So yeah, that's the reason why I've also actually wanted to come up with that idea is just to like add a gender bent by actually putting like the male version of Matilda. It's only in a different form of matter, which I've also explained. So just remember, I just did not like doing the voice of Matilda. Like, hey, I don't blame the character of that character's name, which I don't hate the character. I'm just saying is that like I don't like doing its impression a lot. Alright, well, without that being said, everybody, well, the videos on my third channel was 500 or 600 videos that was added on YouTube, which, if you guys wanted to know, that was there. So, anyway, well, just wanted to let you guys know this is true, that I'm talking through my sense of story exactly. So, if you want to make videos about this explanation, well, go ahead. I mean, just go ahead and explain what really happened for my third channel's sake, by the way, which it was proven to be innocent, not guilty. So with that being said, thank you, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.